Good morning everyone. I am architect Shamal Mishra. Today I am going to present our paper on measures of effectiveness of building envelope along with my co-faculty architect Ismita Rasmi. In the era of raising environmental problems, buildings are considered as one of the main energy consuming entities which are ultimately responsible for the environmental degradation. To handle the issue, it is important to deal with buildings' energy demand, which is mainly due to extreme weather conditions. Building envelope is first to encounter with the weather, thus it plays a major role in deciding buildings' energy demand. This paper deals in improving the effectiveness of building envelope according to thermophysical properties and indices. Statement of the problem. Heat transfer from outside to inside takes place through the building envelope, and the quantities are derived through certain basic parameters. The purpose of this paper is to find out the appropriateness of various parameters according to the climate. The paper will also give the measures for the overall performance of building envelope. The goals of this paper are to investigate some of the wall structures commonly adopted in India and derive thermal properties of them, to know about the indices of assessing effectiveness of building envelope, actual meaning of the indices, and to figure out whether all the indices are affected by design orientation, material, and the amount of solar exposure. Methodology. Extensive studies have been made on several research papers. The performance indices and parameters have taken from NBC 2016 and ECBC 2017. Manual calculations being done for the findings and recommendations are given. Heat storage capability of any material. The factors that influence the heat storage capability of any material are time lag and the decrement factor. Time lag. The time delay due to the thickness of material component is known as time lag. The time taken by the thickness and resistivity of the material component for the heat waves to pass through. Decrement factor. The reduction in the temperature amplitude on the inner surface compared to the outside surface is known as decrement factor. The larger the time lag, better the performance of building envelope, and the smaller the decrement factor, better the performance. Heat transfers into building through conduction, convection, and radiation. Heat transfer through conduction depends on the conductivity of the materials used in exterior facades. Different materials have different conductivity, so they offer different resistance to conductive heat. Walls and roofs generally comprises number of layers composed of different materials, so it is very important to know their overall thermal resistance and heat transfer coefficient U factor. Heat transfer coefficient is also known as thermal transmittance. Example of configuration of building wall and thermal properties. Fundamental thermophysical properties are thermal conductivity, density, and specific heat capacity, and derived thermophysical properties are thermal mass and thermal inertia. In the given figure, thermal conductivity, density, and specific heat of 4 different construction materials has been shown. These materials are cement plastering, brick wall, EPS insulation, and RCC. Thermal mass can be calculated by multiplying the density to specific heat capacity. Thermal inertia is square root of thermal conductivity into density into specific heat. Parameters of assessing the effectiveness of building envelope. Thermal transmittance of the wall, which is U value, thermal damping, thermal performance index, thermal time constant, building index. Thermal transmittance. Thermal transmission through the unit area of the building unit divided by temperature difference between the air on either side of the building unit. Requirement of U value according to climate. U value is the basic essential qualification measure for the every climate, but not just the one through which thermal efficiency is obtained. Thermal time constant. TTC is a time required for a thermistor to respond to a change in its ambient temperature. That is as a time for thermistor to reach 63.2% of the total difference between its initial and final body temperature. Ratio of total heat gain to thermal transmittance of the structure.
Now, requirement of thermal time constant according to the climate. Thermal time constant should be calculated for every climate. TTC takes into account of the thermal efficiency at the component level. There are 3 levels of efficiency check, that is one at element level, next at component level, and the next at assembly level. The materials and the assembly of it will have a critical impact on the thermal time constant. The response time is due to both specific heat of the mass and the thermal conductivity of the mass. So we have taken two examples of the walls of the same thickness. The difference in between the two is, in the first case there is 12 mm EPS insulation on the outside surface followed by RCC wall of 150 mm. In the second case, RCC wall of 150 mm is on the outside and 12 mm EPS insulation layer is on the inner side. So we have calculated U value first, that is thermal transmission. Thermal transmission is reciprocal of the total thermal resistance. The following values of the surface heat transfer coefficient has been taken. The outside film coefficient is taken into account as 19.86 watt per square meter Kelvin and inside film coefficient is taken as 9.36 watt per square meter Kelvin. Now the thermal resistance is equal to thickness upon thermal conductivity, that is L1 upon K1. So by putting these values we get the U value in both the case as 1.76 watt per square meter Kelvin. For the calculation of thermal time constant, we know that thermal time constant is equal to total heat gain divided by heat transmission. So it corresponds to n number of layers. We have shown in this formula having just 2 layers of it because we are calculating for just the 2 layers. So we will calculate TTC for both the cases. Again, the case 1 EPS insulation on the outside face and the case second EPS insulation on the inside face. The formula shown has thickness, that is L1 and L2, and K1 and K2 as the thermal conductivity. Rho1 and Rho2 are the densities. C1 and C2 are the specific heat capacities. The values are taken from the fundamental thermal property of the material. T1 is coming out to be 138279.8 seconds. Then converting it into hours, this value is divided by 3600. So T1 comes out to be 38.4 hours. In the second case of inside 12 mm EPS insulation, T2 comes out to be 8.192 hours. So the resultant findings are U value remains the same in both the cases, that is, it is just a material property, but thermal time constant changes in both the cases, irrespective of the same material and the same thickness. So due to the change in the assembly of the material, thermal time constant changes. Next is thermal damping. It is a characteristic of the mass construction. It describes the way exterior temperature and heat flow affect the interior of the building. It depends on the insulation, heat capacity of the construction, the method of the construction, and the thermal mass. That means if there is a high temperature fluctuation outside in summers and small fluctuation of temperature inside, then that means high thermal damping is there. Requirement of thermal damping according to climate. Thermal damping is very much required where the diurnal variation is high, that is variation between a high temperature and low temperature that occurs during the same day. For example, in the case of hot, dry and cold climate, and where the diurnal variation is low, thermal damping will not be required in the case of moderate climate. Next is thermal performance index. Thermal performance index is for the assembly level measurement. It takes into account the surface temperature. As per standards in Indian non-air conditioned environment, taking base temperature as 30 degrees C and 8 degree above 30 degrees C is again taken as the temperature in which the occupant won't be feeling discomfort, through which this formula is derived. Requirement of thermal performance index according to the climate. Thermal performance index is to be calculated for every climate as it is going to measure assembly level. It takes into account conductive, resistive, reflective and capacitive insulation. Then comes building index. Building index is the overall heat gain through the complete system, that is from the walls, roofs as well as from the fenestrations. So from this, findings are derived of the extent of the 5 indices on the effectiveness of the building envelope. U value and thermal time constant are just the material property. Their values won't be affected by orientation or zoning. But yes, thermal time constant, again it depends on the material and the assembly of the material or the layering of the material. Rest of the 3 indices will get affected by zoning, orientation and the kind of material taken. In this table, we have shown the indices and up to how much extent they are affected by the type of material, assembly of materials, orientation and zoning. Coming on to the conclusion, through this paper, we have concluded that in the designing of building envelope, minimum 3 to 4 indices should be taken based on the climate considered to quantify the thermal efficiency of the envelope. Thank you.